Now, let's stop and think about the brain for a second. It is an energy hog. By an energy hog, I mean your brain likes to use up energy. It really does. So when you're thinking a lot, you're using up a lot of energy. You're burning some calories up there in that head. So if you feel tired after you've done a lot of thinking, well, guess what? There's a reason for it. See, the brain, although it constitutes basically about 2% of your body weight in terms of weight, 2% of your body weight, that's the size or weight of the brain, yet it consumes 20% of the energy. Wow! 20% of the energy is consumed with that up there. See, it's not just about aerobics, it's also about brain aerobics as well. So your brain uses up a lot of energy. Now, our job as salespeople, when we're talking to a customer, if we're giving them too much information and it's not simple to understand, they have to use more energy. If it doesn't mean anything to them because there's no emotional impact, they're having a hard time focusing on why they should pay attention to you. Well, guess what? That attention requires the brain to consume more energy. And last but not least, if it doesn't mean anything to them in terms of safety, it's a risk, they're pulling back, well, guess what? The brain's trying to find ways to say, hey, let's redirect our resources elsewhere. So what we're saying here is that when we're talking to the customer, we have to keep in mind that their brain is consuming a lot of energy just to listen to us. So what we have to do is find energy-saving ways to deliver our message. Let me give you 3 categories. First, when you're delivering your message to the brain, the customer brain, the first thing you have to do is not be boring. See, if your information is boring, then I'm going to struggle to keep up with you, struggle to pay attention. That's energy my brain is using up. So when you're presenting to a customer and you're boring, guess what? They're consuming a lot of energy, which means they're going to get tired faster. Next, the brain loves contrast. Before and after, show me the differences. See, that's what the brain's looking for all the time. Show me the before and after. Show me what's the gain here. You're trying to sell me this product, Victor, but the question is, how does it benefit me? What's the contrast? Again, what's the before and after? And we're going to talk about that. Last but not least, when you're presenting information, it has to be easy to grasp. Again, if the information I'm presenting you to the customer is complicated, your brain has to work overtime, so to speak, work harder just to grab the information, understand it, make sense of it. And because it's doing that, it's consuming a lot of energy, which means it's getting tired faster, which is why clients typically check out 10 minutes after you start your presentation if it's too complicated. Get the idea? By having this modeled in our head, when we're designing a presentation, we got to keep it easy. Provide contrast, make it easy for them to grab, make it not boring. Once we understand this, we can now begin to construct a presentation or have a conversation that doesn't violate any of these energy-saving rules. Now, let's go to the next video because I want to show you something in terms of how the customer thinks and how we're going to make sure that we're always grabbing their attention when we talk. Let's go to the next video.